Did we ever talk about the thermal thylacine sighting that came out 4 or 5 months ago while I was traveling?
No.
Mm,
A thermal thylacine sighting?
This is a big deal. People
Okay.
freaked out. A couple people were 100% convinced that this was a thylacine. Let's take a look at it.
Okay. Where is this shot?
So
We
this is it somewhere in South Australia, if I remember correctly.
okay.
And there is hold on, just pause it for 1 sec there, Kyle. We'll start talking about it. But there is this British guy who has allegedly dedicated his life to finding the thylacine. And this is what he says in VO when this video came out. And so he's got this TS60 thermal spotting scope.
I was gonna say this scope is awesome.
It's nice. Okay, let's
Yeah.
let it play. So this is the alleged thylacine. So you see it out there. You can see it's got the straight tail. I mean, it
Oh,
literally has
yeah.
all of the right characteristics, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
mhm.
The gait is nice and hoppy. Everything looks pretty good. So it's funny, I actually don't remember this. I just remember the close-up shot with all the kangaroos. So scrub forward a little bit here, Kyle.
So this is an incredibly high res night vision or thermal scope being
Thermal.
shot at night,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you see there's a big
Oh, wow.
wombat.
Okay.
Is that a deer?
Looks like it.
Huh. I don't remember any of that. I just remember the
So here's your thylacine coming back in.
where's this is crazy because I actually haven't seen this. What I saw was the clip where it goes by the kangaroos.
Is that a second one up top?
Is this a different video, Kyle? Is this a new video?
Here he comes.
This is different to the one I saw.
He sits down.
Where's the one where he's going by all the kangaroos? That's
I
the
don't
one with,
know.
like,
Well,
definitive
what are we
proof
seeing
or
here?
whatever. Okay, yeah, sorry, I don't know. This is a fox.
How do you know?
And what well, that's a fox with a broken tail right there. Did you see it? Okay,
The
so
tail definitely does look broken on whatever
that's a
that is.
broken tail. Yeah, really weird because I've seen this a different video of this, but whatever, it doesn't matter. This came out, it was big news, people were freaking out. I probably had 200 plus people send it to me, so I reviewed not this footage, shockingly, but other footage. And what I kind of came to the conclusion was, see if you can find the shot or the clip, Kyle, where he's going by all the kangaroos. But okay, he has it. Jump on for a second, Kyle. What's going on here? Because this is new. I haven't seen this one.
So this one here says, let's take a look. It says, thylacine search. This was 4 or 5 months ago. Yeah, so just thylacine potentially or
Is this the
mangy
same
fox.
guy?
This is a different guy.
Find the one that
Ooh.
went viral, please. The one that has the thing by the kangaroos. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do, yes.
Yeah.
So it's
Interesting. But that
so
was a fox, and I can tell you why. In a couple frames, you see, this is the one that went viral. In a couple frames of the other one, first of all, that's well, there was shot of wombats because I saw a deer there, so that's confusing. Um, but these are foxes. You can tell the gait of the way it
I was
walks.
gonna say, yep, the
Yeah.
gate.
Where the head is, where the ear placement on the head is, and then one is definitely has a broken tail, and the other, because I believe there's 2 roaming around in these shots, there's a fluffy tail, and you could see that because of the insulating layer on the thermal. So see it right there? That's
yeah.
Yep.
not that's not a if that if that was a bare, thick tail like a kangaroo, so pause for a second, Kyle, right there, and then go to the other one, and keeping in mind that thylacine were marsupials, they'd have that thick base tail that they use. Now look at the kangaroo tail. See the
Right.
difference?
Right.
So before we even look at
Oh,
this
right.
alleged thylacine, look at the kangaroo tail. So see how it's thick to thin? See how the
Mhm.
temperature gradient is similar to the rest of the body because it's not covered in dense fur? Go back to the other video, please, Kyle. And you can see if you scroll backwards just a little bit, you can see that that's a fluffy tail.
Mhm.
Mhm.
See how the
Mhm.
temperature gradient is different, and it's like covered in fur, basically. So this is a fox, and it seems to me like it's a fox in the UK. It's not even in Australia.
Mhm.
And
You
they just
mentioned
use
the
some
ear
wombat
placement
shots
too. Where would the ears on a thylacine be?
further back. These ears are like too big and too far forward. It's just this one to me, and there's a reason this one didn't blow up because it's such a fox. But let's look at the other one because this is the one that did blow up, and even I got pretty excited when I first saw this. So here are all these wallabies hopping around. This guy's looking on this thermal scope. It's a really high definition thermal scope. In comes our alleged thylacine. See it here? This one's really compelling. Did you see it in the background there?
On the
No.
right?
Uh-uh.
Oh, rewind it, Kyle. See, there it is.
Oh, yeah.
See it coming in there?
Right, right.
No, it's too small,
So
isn't it?
I think this, I mean, it could be a juvenile, but I'll tell you, there's another shot where it comes. Is that the only shot, Kyle? Keep scrubbing. I thought there was a shot where it comes the other direction.
And that one's gait is really like a thylacine. It's kind of hopping quite a
But
bit.
yes, that I think is why people really keyed in on it. But go back to the first set of video there, Kyle, where you were kind of middle of the video. Yeah. Look at look at this. I want to show you guys something here. Do you see anything unusual about that? The gait is unusual, right?
I
Right.
think it's one of the hind legs isn't working.
You got it. So
Mm.
the rear left leg, the one closest to us, is broken. And
That's
that's
right.
what's making it have that weird gait that everybody jumped on and went, "That's a thylacine," because it's limping. So this is a fox, likely mangy. The tail is broken as well. You can see the distinct, see it right there? Wait for it. See it right there?
Yep, you can see the leg just kinda dangling.
Yep, and you can see the tail is broken halfway down. So this to me is a fox that was likely hit by a car, and it's broken its tail and it's broken its leg, and it's surviving obviously, but it's got this unusual gait and this unusual rigid tail because of its injury and because a foxes are obviously invasive to Australia. Because it's a fox running around with kangaroos, it does look very thylacine, but to me it's pretty clearly a fox that got messed up.